Hi, this is Jessica Frazier of Gamezombie.tv. We're here with Josh, who's talking to us about Oni Chambra, which is a Japanese game that's being introduced to America. So can you tell us a little bit about the game?
Yeah, and Oni Chambra is basically a huge title in Japan. They've had 6 or 7 releases, and we're taking. It's got a huge cult following and a big following, and big enough to make a live-action movie actually. So we're taking that and bringing it over to America to capture that, basically that cult following and bring it over.
There are 2 main characters, correct? 2 sisters. Can you tell us a little bit about their story?
There's not much of a story really to tell. Basically, one of the girls is taking a shower, and zombie outbreak comes. It starts, and then she puts on what she has, which is basically lingerie, and runs around chopping them up with a ninja sword. Awesome.
And how does the Wii control help with the game, with the gameplay?
One of the great things about the Wii, there's a PlayStation 2 version in Japan, there's other versions, but the great thing about the Wii is with the Wii controller, the Wii Wiimote, you can act like it's a sword, you know, so you're like chopping them up and side swiping them, stuff like that, and then also the offhand controller, the nunchuck, you can kick with it and stuff like that, so it's like the control wise, it's one of the best ones that's been released for the series, so it's a lot of fun.
Can you tell us some of the unique features of the game?
One of the ones the developer's the most proud of is basically in the game you get coated with blood. The sword gets coated in blood and it actually gets stuck inside of zombies, and you have to yank it out with your foot, and you can throw it off by using a movement with like a kind of like a jerk controller movement to wipe it off. And also as you're fighting the zombies and chopping them up, you're getting coated in the blood, and the developer's really proud of this because it's their way of basically showing these characters naked. They get coated in the blood, they're dripping, you know, and you can't really see their outfit underneath it, and that actually induces a rage mode within the character where they go crazy, like they just kill everything, like they're so powerful, but they also take damage over time, so you have to use it wisely, basically. The main thing I really like about it is, 1, it's a budget title, and 2, it's a title that, you know, I mean, it won't cost a lot for people to pick up, and 2, basically it's there's so many games out there. They're all there's hardcore games, there's all these kinds of games, right? This one's like you can just pick it up and play it. It's easy to play, it's fun, and it's got this like cult horror like kind of idea with it, where it's exciting, it's kind of fresh, and it's unique, you know. So you kind of remember it as you're playing it. And yeah, I mean, it seems like it's just a hack and slash, but there's so much depth to it that with co-op and the multiple characters that you can play, and they all have special abilities and stuff like that. So there's just so much going on with the title that I think people will really take something away from it. They'll remember it, you know.
Gamezombie TV.
Hi, this is Brandy Grace with Gamezombie.tv, and I'm here today talking to developers for Schizoid. Welcome, gentlemen. So, what was the initial inspiration for Schizoid?
Well, I was actually just looking at the Xbox controller and thinking, what can we do with this? And I was thinking, there are 2 sticks, what if we controlled a ship with each stick? So I made a little game, it took me a couple days, we were controlling a ship with each stick. I thought it was really fun. Then I showed it to these guys, and they're like, this is impossible, you're a freak, but why don't we make it co-op? And that's how it became a co-op game.
So, what were the real challenges that you had as a designer working on a co-op game of this technical manner?
Probably the biggest problem is that it's just hard to play and to figure out exactly how 2 people are going to work together. So you need 2 testers instead of 1, and it was fun working on. And I could say the second biggest challenge is that it's somewhere in between an action and a strategy game. And so figuring out exactly how far to put it toward action and how far to put it toward strategy was the tricky part.
One of the big problems with cooperative games is that you have to allow the players to progress at the same pace even though they may not be at the same skill level. How did you get around that with this game?
The most important way we did that was starting off with challenges that probably would be too easy for one of the 2 players, and so you're sort of building up their skill as they're getting more and more into the game. And the interesting part about it is that when one of the players is bad, it actually puts a pretty big challenge on the other player. So the game sort of self-balances in that way. It keeps it interesting for both people at all times.
Yeah, to a certain extent, a good player can cover for a bad player. Although if he's really bad, you're going to be in trouble.
What was the hardest part of making this game for you?
That's a good question. Again, I think it was trying to balance. There's two different single-player modes also, and so trying to get a set of levels that worked for if the computer was playing, or if you were playing with two joysticks, or if you were playing with a good partner, or if you're playing with a bad partner. Trying to pick a set of levels that worked for all those different situations was the hardest part.
Hey, I'm Dave Klein of Gamezombie.tv, and I'm here with Mark, the VP of Marketing for Gunner. Now, Mark, can you tell us a little bit about Gunner?
Gunner is digital performance eyewear. Essentially what we're doing is creating eyewear for the gamers, for anybody that's spending a lot of time in front of a computer screen. So you're actually able to increase your performance, get more productivity, be more effective throughout your day.
Multi-kill. And how's this going to work with someone who actually wears glasses normally?
We have a prescription program that's available. Essentially, you just go to your local optometrist and get diagnosed or get your prescription filled, and you could use our lenses and our frames and still get all of our lens technology.
And exactly how does it work for increasing or making you do better in the games?
Well, what we've done is we've taken 4 key components: our lens geometry, our lens tints, our lens coatings, and our lens materials.
And most importantly, does it look badass when you wear them?
Are you kidding me? Take a look at this. Come over here. You tell me.
You look a little blurry. I don't know.
Are you kidding? Look at me. This is all about the whole style. So we have a design element, a style element, but it's really about performance, preventing the eye fatigue, and preventing against computer vision syndrome.
So right now we're both badasses together, just hanging out. I think it works.
It works.
Gamezombie TV.
You look a little blurry. I don't know. Hey, I'm Dave of Gamezombie.tv. I'm here with Thomas, co-founder of GameWager. Now, Thomas, can you tell us a little bit about GameWager?
Yeah, man. So GameWager can most easily be described as the Dave & Buster's online for PC games. So we created an online platform that enables gamers to earn tokens in PC games through kills, objectives, and team wins. They can turn those tokens in for a chance to win kick-ass prizes. We're giving away cool stuff, swag, all the way up to Alienware laptops to a 2008 F430 Ferrari.
Okay, so you don't even need to necessarily pay money to get tokens.
No, it's totally free. Sign up takes 10 seconds, and there's nothing to install. So when the players get started, they can simply just hop in any GameWager enabled server and just start fragging away, and that's how they begin accumulating tokens.
Yeah, so essentially, are there different games that you can play within this?
Yeah, so we currently support Counter-Strike, Source, and 1.6, Team Fortress 2, and Call of Duty 4, and we've got about 6 or 7 other titles under development.
So what type of gamers are going to be looking into playing GameWager?
It was important for us to take into consideration that there's gamers of all types, not just gamers that are noobs or pros, not just gamers that are focused on casual hardcore, but definitely gamers that are focused on different things. So our ways to earn model definitely reflects that.
All right, so again, GameWager, you can look forward to actually earning things for all those frag kills you've been doing.
Gamezombie TV.
Where's the Gamezombie?